Hey Pisces, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today I'm going to be doing a freestyle general reading for you guys. So let's see what is in store for the beautiful, beautiful Pisces. Subscribe to this channel. Universe, please bring in the most relevant and important messages, the most important predictions, and the most important insights that Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus could benefit from. Five of Swords. All right, this came up in the previous reading that I recorded. I recorded the money one recently, like before this one. They may be uploaded in a different order, but we got in that reading a Capricorn showing up a little disruptive, showing up a little manipulative, you know, showing up trying to make the most out of their connection with you for their own benefit. If that is not a Capricorn, you know, that you're dealing with, that could be someone who you consider manipulative, you consider fearful, you consider that they operate from a space of lack and the need to control and just kind of like toxic energies. And that's the challenge right now. You may also be having a challenge with your addictions or those things that, you know, are not good for you, but you're very tempted to indulge in. You may be having that as a challenge at this point. So some of you may actually be creating chaos, conflict, destabilizing your life because of these particular indulgences. Whether it is, you know, substance abuse to codependency in relationships, whether it is certain belief systems or toxic connections, the relationship that you have with yourself, if it's not healthy, you know. This can manifest in many ways, but it's pretty much something that you allow, that you should allow. And that's a challenge showing up for you at this time. And I think that in a way you may look to those things as a mean to feel better, as a mean to escape from existing feelings of chaos or conflict or just an overall sense of stress. You may want to look, you know, you may want to go to those for that relief from that stress, but it makes you end up more stressed and guilty and probably feeling like crap. More than you were already feeling like crap, if that makes sense. So yeah, there was some kind of issue, is what I'm seeing here. Some kind of instability, some kind of misunderstanding. And I think that in the present moment, you are very, very, very conscious, connected to the divine, aware of what is going on, understanding the reason behind any kind of conflict that is showing up in your life at this time. So you are, in a way, surrendering, in a way, not stressed anymore. But in the past, something may have been very annoying. Something may have been very frustrating. And you may have dealt with someone who really gave in to their toxicity. So let's say that it was some kind of conflict of opinions or some kind of fight or something. This person, you know, even if they love you, even if it was just something kind of petty, this person really gave in to the negative feelings and maybe really kind of like thought really shitty things about you. Or said really shitty things about you out of like rage or out of whatever. And you may be aware of that, but you're okay with that. It's like you're in your center, You are very connected to that understanding that not only everything happens for a reason, that super cliche phrase, but everything happens for a reason. Everything has a purpose behind it. This fight, conflict, whatever, that is meant to trigger them in that way, for them to understand maybe that they have an unhealthy relationship with a substance or food or procrastination or codependency or whatever. And that experience may also help you realize something that you may be doing that could be triggering someone else or whatever. It's like every single aspect of a conflict has a purpose. And you're seeing it. But this person is kind of seeing red, meaning like they're kind of like short circuit. In the near future, you've got the world, a lot of international connections, a lot of expansion. And I think that you would intuitively can tell that you're just not able to engage in the drama anymore. It's like, no matter who says what, no matter what anyone does, no matter what fundamental disagreements there are, you're kind of like in your mission, in your service, in your spirit. You're channeling spirit. You are your flesh, your skin, your bones are a vehicle for spirit to transmit light to the world through you. And you're so aware of that it's like nothing can touch you. No amount of human drama can disrupt you. In the past, it did. But I don't see that energy moving forward. I see a lot of blue here as well. So I think that communication, your throat chakra, could be a very important key for you to continue to... what's the word I'm looking for? Continue to grow. I'm seeing like plants growing. Continue to... whatever. Continue to grow your progress, I guess. I'm sorry, guys. I totally forgot a word that I was like, it would have been so perfect, but I can't remember it. So yeah, it's like you and spirit and you. The world being a reflection of you being a reflection of the world, you being of service to others because you know that all of them are you. Because we are all little drops, or we're all cells in the body of love and God. We're all cells in the body of God. We all have different purposes. Some cells do this, some cells do that, some cells focus on this, others have this particular configuration. So we as humans, we're all different, but we're all cells in the body of God. And, it seems like a way of living here just feels burdensome to you now. You may be like, you know what? It's not worth it. Like, it's not worth it. Maybe before you would try to prove your point. Maybe before you would try to convince people otherwise. Maybe you would try to be accepted or to be perceived as you want to be perceived, to make sure your intentions are understood. But now you're like, whatever, man. Like, whatever you think, whatever you do, whatever you choose is not my problem. You are so powerful in your solitude. You're so powerful in this hermit energy. Precisely because that light, look at how it beams out. Like, this is not the usual illustration of the hermit at all. That's what I'm getting. It's like within your heart, there is this light, this energy of divine consciousness, God, And it's kind of like emanating out of you through these rays. I was watching a video from Aubrey Marcus and Matías de Stefano. Matías de Stefano, I've been following like him since he was like a child, and I was like a child too, and I was like, oh my god. So what he said in that video resonated with me, and he said that we are all, let me see if I can remember what he said. We are all distorted, reflections of the light or something like that. Distorted I don't know, sorry. I'm not gonna make it justice by saying whatever, you know, but it was something along those lines of being, it's like we're representations of God, right? See, let's say that this energy is God, and that energy is within your heart. That energy of divine consciousness. Let's say that this energy, this circle, let's say that is source, energy, God. Let's say that since this is a little lamp, we see that there are limits, right? The black lines are limits. So it's like you have a little bit of this energy in you, in your heart. From the energy of God, from this circle, we see different rays pouring out. Each one is different. Each one has a different design, different colors, different illustrations. I feel like every single person is one of those rays. They're all different. They're all beautiful. And they are all extensions of that light. This got real deep real fast. And it's like that is everything to you right now. It's like that means so much to you that any kind of petty argument is just like, what? Like that's not even your dimension at this time. So you're walking away. You may be walking away from a dynamic between 3 people or some kind of triangle. So if, let's say that you were in a love triangle, you're walking away from that, you're really not having the drama. It's like, it doesn't mean anything. It's just like, it's like if you hear someone talking to you in Chinese and they look upset and you haven't done anything, it's like what? Like I don't get it. Like I don't get what I did. I don't get what you're saying. I don't understand the language. It's like a disconnect, complete disconnect. And I feel like that is the feeling that is showing up here in regards to drama. It's like, you know, stuff may appear that before you would be like so invested in, you know, people that you care about how they see you. But now that you have this sort of consciousness, it's like so huge and so important and so encompassing that you're like, whatever, like, dude, think whatever you want, do whatever you want. Like, I don't have time for this. Like, I don't have bandwidth in my head for this. And you're just going to be walking away because you have stuff to do. You have almost the responsibility right now to hold space for that divine light to work through you. And illuminate the world. It is complementary, is what I'm... Complementary? God, today I feel like my brain is kind of like not making it. I've recorded several readings back to back, and I swear that in each one of them, I feel like I'm really expressing myself in the zone, and then out of nowhere, I'm like, blah, 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 blah. I feel like my brain melts out of nowhere. It's kind of funny. But yeah, it's like each cell in the body of God, as I mentioned earlier, does a different thing. Like cardiac cells or whatever are different. Cells that build bones or whatever, like I'm not sure how to say any of these things, but like they all have a different purpose. And on Earth, every single human has a different purpose and a different composition and a different set of experiences and goals and dreams and purposes. That's my dog Luna eating. For the first time, she got food poisoning the other day. She was very excited about the turkey leg from Thanksgiving, and it wasn't good anymore, but she stole it. And I had to take her to the vet, and long story short, I missed my personalized reading deadline, and I don't know. So I'm glad she's eating. But yeah, what I'm getting from the reading is that it's like you're so up there that all the small stuff, you're not going to be sweating them. It's like, whatever. It's good. It's good. Keep going. Like, if people are just dropping like flies around you, not dying, that's not what I'm saying, but like dropping, kind of like just, that was a bad way to say it. God, I'm so in my head. What's going on? What's going on? Should I edit this? Maybe I should edit this. I'm not gonna edit it. This is me. Deal with it. Alright. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.